All right, today I'm going to cover all of the reasons why you suck. I'm screwing around. So everyone always says it, right? Pick a niche. You need to find a niche. Find your niche. You won't be successful until you find your niche. I'm that agent Kelly. I help realtors attract more clients on social media. That's what I do to make my money, and now I'm helping you do that. So if you're interested in that, subscribe to the channel, like this video. So I recently just went from 5,000 followers to now 26,000 followers on Instagram in the last 3 months. And my TikTok was already pretty high, but now it went from 35 to about 42,000 followers. And this has resulted in 25 listings so far in 2024. So I know a thing or two about finding your niche. So I do think it's good advice. I think the quickest and easiest and most effective way to go from 0 to 10,000 or 0 to 20,000 or whatever is to just be known as that guy or girl who's really good at one thing, or just be known for that one style of video. And then later on, once you've seen massive success with that and you've grown a following and people want to know more about you and you have tens of thousands of followers, possibly hundreds of thousands, then you can switch and go into more broad-based style, big brain, self-improvement type of content. The reality of it is people aren't ready to listen until you have the social proof, which is the followers. Once you have the followers, people automatically assume, well, this person must have something to say. They have all these followers. And I know this is how it works firsthand because I was putting out big brain content for 2 years talking about self-improvement and investing in blah, blah, blah. And I saw success with it, but I never saw massive success with it because I didn't have the social proof. People were like, why the hell should I listen to this guy? So how did I find my niche? What niche am I in? How did I end up how did I get here? I put out 2 to 8 videos a day and distributed them across 3 to 5 platforms every single day without ever missing for 2.5 years, totaling roughly 6,500 videos, I believe it was, once I did the math. And only just recently did I discover a specific type of video where every single time I shoot it, it pretty much is a guaranteed viral that gets me 80, 100 followers, sometimes thousands of followers. I'm gonna put one on the screen now so you can watch it.
Metro आज मैं लाके आया पटाखा condo, बिल्कुल City Central, दे गब्बे, 2 कमरे, 2 washroom, just under 800 square feet. Check this one out. Check out this beautiful 2-bed, 2-bath corner unit that has tons of natural light flooding into the living space. We are close to SFU, the SkyTrain station, shopping. You have an elementary school just across the street and the future planned UBC establishment that is coming to this area.
ਦੋਸਤੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਤੇ ਵੇਖੋ ਚਾਂਸ ਨਾ ਮਿਸ ਕਰ ਲਿਓ ਬਿਊਟੀਫੁਲ ਕਾਂਡੋ ਨੂੰ ਓਨ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਸਿਟੀ ਆਫ ਸਰੀ ਫਾਸਟੈਸਟ ਗਰੋਇੰਗ ਸਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਣੀ ਇਨਵੈਸਟਮੈਂਟ ਕਰੋ ਤੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਬਣਾਓ
So phone chucko de Kokoro, I'm that agent Kelly, this is Jazzy Sidhu. We're making moves to move you.
So basically what that video is a property tour video like everybody's shooting, except I'm a white guy speaking Punjabi, which is an Indian language. Don't see anybody else doing that. I'm extremely niched down. Now, pretty much every video that I post these days is one of these because I have meticulously looked through the data and analytics, and I have, determined that this is the video that I should shoot. And the way social media works is once you have your finger on the pulse, you don't take it off. You keep it there for as long as you possibly can until there's none left. But understand that I stumbled across this very specific style of video by doing thousands of videos of trial and error. I've tried literally every single type of video that you could ever possibly think of. I have shot. I have done stupid dancing ones. I've done pointing at the screen. I've done day in the life. It doesn't matter. I've done them all. I've literally done every single one of them. And what I did to determine that this works, obviously like what I did before, was just this one outperformed everything else. Let's try doing it again, but a little bit different this time. Another thing that I did was I watched other people's content to see what's working and what can I take from that and then build off of. So here in Canada, something that's working really well is the short form property tour. I've talked about it a lot. I think it's the best way for new agents to get leads. Tyler Hasman out in Calgary pioneered this exact style of shooting a property tour with a gimbal, with subtitles off of CapCut, etc., etc. That is the exact format that people are seeing massive success with. However, when I tried to shoot them, I didn't see the success that Tyler saw. And the reason why is because Tyler is, if you're in the States watching this, in a market that's very similar to Texas, right? there are $500,000 Canadian dollars mansions. And in my market, a crappy one-bedroom condo is 600 grand. So even though I was shooting these property tour videos, they weren't really getting the views because nobody cared about the property that I was showing. So I knew that format worked, but the property wasn't working for me. So I guess the adjustment that I made is I took the focal point of the video off of the property and I made me the focal point of the video. So now every time I shoot a property tour video, I make sure to think of something ridiculous that I know will grab the viewer's attention in the beginning of the video instead of making it about the property, right? Instead of making it about the property. At the beginning, most people are like, starting at $400,000 is what you can get in blah, blah, blah neighborhood. Let's go check it out. That's what everybody's doing. That's the hook everyone's using. And I knew if I did that, nobody's gonna watch the video because who the hell cares about a $600,000 one-bedroom condo? So instead, I completely got rid of that hook with that style of video, and I just changed it to my now niche, which is speaking a different language. So you can really cut down the amount of time it takes for you to find a niche just by looking at somebody else's content and what's already working, and then just literally making it a little bit different so it's specific to just you, and then running with that. And I know this works because I now have done this with somebody on my team who speaks Farsi, and I took that exact property tour format, implemented it into his business, and he's gone from 500 followers to 3,500 followers in just 2 months implementing this. And there's a guy right now called the Rapping Realtor. I think I've talked about him before. He basically just took old songs that everybody knows, and then he would rap the lyrics. Instead of it being the lyrics, though, it would be him talking about real estate or about being a realtor, and that blew up, and now every video that he makes is just pretty much a different variation of exactly that. So what if you went and did the exact same video, but with a different style and flow? You know, he sounds like, I don't know who he sounds like. Let's just say YG, right? He sounds like YG. Why don't you be the Biggie Smalls? Why don't you be the Tyga? Why don't you be another rapper doing the exact same thing with a different style and flow in that space? It'll probably get views. Or why don't you try rapping in Spanish or Punjabi or a different language and be the rapping realtor who raps in Spanish but does home tour? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can just niche it down so much by just changing one subtle thing about the video. And you know what? I know you guys are probably thinking, well, if I do that, I don't want to box myself into this box. Like, for me, I don't want to be the guy who just speaks Punjabi, and that's fair enough. But you can eventually transition out of that. And once you do, people will be ready to listen to what you have to say, because by then you've probably done great things. You've got all these eyeballs. You've built a personal brand. People know who you are. You've probably sold a whole bunch of real estate from doing that. Now people are ready to listen to how you actually did that. I used to sell coaching. Nobody wanted to buy it. I think I sold 2 or 3 of them, right? Now today I have people reaching out to me all the time trying to buy coaching from me, even though I don't even sell it. And the funny thing is, my content literally hasn't changed at all. I've shot my listing videos the same way, pretty much done everything the same. Who I am really hasn't changed. I mean, it probably has changed a bit, but regardless, my energy, everything has always been roughly the same as what it is right now. Yet, the fact that I have all of these followers, I'm getting all these views, people associate that now with I must know what I'm doing. Although, realistically, all I did was make one tiny little change. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because you can make the content you want to make, but it's probably a lot easier to just focus on one specific niche right now and then pivot out of that later. I'm that Agent Kelly. I'm making moves to move you. Peace.